progress on border security and fentanyl resonate. The president of Canada's Border Services Agency, Aaron O'Gorman, joins me.
You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III.
Welcome in, everybody. It's a little post-race poll we've got going here. Oh, well, never a doubt, right? Never a doubt. Oh, what's everybody drinking now? I'm drinking Bell's blended Scotch whiskey. Obviously, that's what I have to drink right now. Shout out to Ron, my father-in-law, for keeping me well stocked with bourbon. And with about 20 to go, I decided to grab some of the Bells. So here we are. What? I mean, can we all say that the changes that COTA made were great? Tire fall off, great. Racing, great. Flawless start. And Chris Bell, 2 wins already. Look out, everybody. Look out. What were the comments? Oh. Nice. Won a lot of money between Bell and Reddick. Bell handicapping, great. Yeah, we did it. Larson is the worst. I agree. He made me look like an idiot. Thank goodness Bell has a little talent in order to make me look smart. Full moon tonight in Canada. Chris's bare ass just flying across the sky. Yeah. You're up here in Canada, so you're going to have to look a little west. But everyone else, oh, man. That was... I'm going to say I was mildly stressed the last couple laps. I kind of thought with the fresh tires, Bell might run away with it a little bit, but that just was not the case. I thought William Byron was just going to win another William Byron race. I thought that the 8 and the 20 were going to get into each other, and then Byron was going to win. But incredible race. What happened in stage 1? I didn't really make a lot of notes. Stage 1, Chastain just cleaning out the most popular driver, taking him out of the race the entire time. And there was a great discussion on Twitter page about the fact that Ross Chastain pulled Hocevar aside last week and was basically mentoring him. And then Chastain does exactly what he shouldn't have done and gets into the 9 car. So I guess if you're going to be the guy that pulls someone aside, you also got to be the guy that knows where the brake is in turn 1 on the first lap of a race. Right? So I don't have a problem with Chastain being aggressive. I actually think he should be aggressive. I think he lost a little bit of his mojo when he decided he wasn't going to be aggressive. So I think he needs to be, but dude, you can't sit there and pull Hocevar aside and then just clean out someone on turn 1 of the first lap. What else? Bubba Wallace winning stage 1. Hey, if you're the 23 team and you leave with a playoff point, should have seen that. I didn't know if anyone took him. Yeah, keeping the microphone on this side. Yeah, I feel all backwards, but hey, we're able to get it done. Bell seemed better on the short run in stage 2, even prior to the tire advantage late in the race, right? Yeah, yes and no. I actually wanted Bell to stay out 1 additional lap. Bell going back to back next week. Ooh. Quite possibly. And then he goes off to Vegas. Are we going to see 5 in a row? 4 in a row? What does Bell open? I'm not going to talk about the odds. I'm not going to talk about where I think guys should open. I don't think that would be intelligent. Yeah, Bell could win 4. He was fast at Vegas last year. I don't know if anyone watched that race. I'm pretty sure the whole world bet him in that race and watched Joey Logano somehow make it. What else happened in stage 1? Go back and look at my tweets here. I don't know how to do that very effectively. Zilich. Oh yeah, let's talk about Zilich. Okay, this kid is very talented. Very talented. I think he's up there racing in the top 5 potentially for the win if he doesn't have issues. Now, those of us that bet against him, we're going to take our win. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and say that I shouldn't have made that bet. He was overvalued. I took him against Chastain. I took him against Bell. Obviously, Bell was good enough. A talent in the Cup Series is so strong that it's hard to pass the 15th place car. Yesterday in the Xfinity Series, he blows by the 15th place car and passes the 14th, 13th, and 12th place car on the same lap. So I think it's just way harder. You cannot make one mistake. If Connor doesn't make that mistake, he's probably up there racing for the win. I truly believe that. As someone that bet against him, I truly believe that. But it just goes to show you, if you make one mistake in this Cup Series, it is so hard to get it back. But that run that he had at stage 2 was very good. And I think Skybox NASCAR called it out. He said he was going to go from 25th to 14th. I think he went to 14th. Brian, so busy celebrating you forgot to join. Brian, you pointed out a great bet to me today, so I owe you a cocktail, and I will buy it for you next week. You're pointing out Bell live, so I owe you a drink, and that is again why I say that the group of people that follow me on Twitter are hands down the most informed people when it comes to NASCAR betting and just objective reality, which I think is important, because I think one of the most important things in life is your judgment, and your judgment is your ability to predict. And I think that everyone that tunes into this live stream, everyone that pays attention to my content is really good at that. Yeah, objective reality. It's hard though sometimes, especially when you have skin in the game against somebody. It can be hard. No, not your judgment, Ryan. Everyone but yours. Everyone but yours. What happened in stage 2? Who won stage 2? Who stayed out I can't remember. I don't even have the finish. Let's just run through the finish here. Okay, Chris Bell wins. William Byron second. I mean, the car that I thought was the third or fourth best Hendrick car comes in second and easily could have won the race. Tyler Reddick, I faded with SVG. How does SVG not win this race? He had way fresher tires. Jeez. Oh, Priest won stage 2. Yeah, I'll tell you what. If you're RFK and you're Ryan Priest and you're leaving with a playoff point after a road course, again, well done. You had no chance at winning. Let's see. I just kind of want to. Reddick, I thought he was terrible in the long run, but at the end, he ended up showing up. Chase Elliott, he finished 4th. Wow, that's an impressive run. I do think the Hendrick cars as a team were very solid all day long. Collectively as a team, they were probably the best team. Byron, Chase, I thought Larson was good early in the day until his issues. And Bowman was strong until he had multiple issues as well. I don't even know where Bowman still finished 9th. So I know that he actually pitted right before the caution, so he also had fresh rubber on that last restart. But Bowman has to be thrilled with that 9th place finish. Just a great job by Hendrick Motorsports. We could see that again this year on road courses where HMS, there are just the guys to beat. 3 of the 4 drivers won on road courses last year. That could happen again this year. They just look like as a team, they're great at qualifying, and they're great over the long run. And we all know that they don't make many mistakes as a team. Kyle Busch. Anybody have Kyle Busch? Anybody have Kyle Busch out there? Did not see that coming out of him. Did not see that coming out of him. That was impressive, but you just knew it was a matter of time. He was kind of holding up the field. Weird deal. Weird deal that the leader couldn't pull away. I kind of thought he would. I did not have KB. Did it seem like he was never going to win? Did it seem like Kyle Busch was never going to win? Or was that just me because I was just hoping that? Maybe I was just hoping. It was just one of those things where his car was just good enough to be out front. He was just good enough on the short run and just good enough to hang on the long run. But once he actually had to protect the lead, he wasn't able to do it. Yeah, Kyle, you thought he was winning? I don't think Bell wanted to see that caution. I think Bell wins either way. Yeah, Keith, that's a good point. That's what you do when you're a professional, when you're a veteran. Short run, he was great, and he was just good enough to hang on long run until someone with fresher tires, that's what it took, Bell, to make the pass. But great run. I'd love to see Kyle Busch be competitive again this year. I'd love to see him be competitive. Let's see. SVG. Bell was inevitable. SVG. That's a pretty bad finish out of him. Pretty bad finish out of him. He was in the catbird seat, in my opinion. Green, white, checkered. Catbird seat. Or not green, white, checkered, but the final run. I don't know what happened. They didn't really show him. Got to be pretty frustrating for that team. Moving on, Chris Buescher, just a top 10 machine on road courses. Nothing to see here. Did anyone think that Buescher wasn't going to finish in the top 10? I mean, I know I didn't pick him to finish in the top 10, but come on, we all know Buescher, top 10 guy. We're not surprised there. Not surprised at all. Noah Gragson. What a run. I thought this guy was trash. I thought he was trash. Did he have like a tire advantage? I feel like he had to have had a tire advantage. Wish your top 10 was 2-1. Great bets, boys. Your SVG under 1.5 wins lives, but it's also in danger. Where do you think his crew chief let him down, Big Ross? I actually thought I thought SVG was in the catbird seat. Yeah, the NASCAR site. No comment. How did Bowman restart 15th on the last caution? He pitted right before the caution. Gilliland top 10. Gosh, do I got to deal with a Gilliland fan now? Oh, he did. He finished 10th. Wow. I mean, Gilliland is kind of getting it done. Finishes are important. Michael McDowell was strong. I don't know that his strategy was great. Kind of got put back behind the 8 ball. I think he had a penalty. Ross was never around all day. I thought he'd be much better. Carson Hocevar, I thought, was fast. Carson Hocevar's fast. Yeah, I mean, he's fast everywhere. Put a little Patrick, are you the Gilliland fan? I know. I shrug off Gilliland every time we talk about him. But yeah, here we are, people cashing tickets. Someone had him at 11-1, top 10. Yeah. All right, where else? Hocevar was fast. Briscoe, thought he'd do more on those tires. Briscoe was fine late. What a terrible qualifying. It's really hard to qualify that far back. I guess Bell did it, but it's really hard to qualify that far back and win races. You have to be perfect, and Bell was perfect today, and Briscoe wasn't perfect today. And that's the difference between a 14th place finish and a first place finish. That's how razor thin these margins are with these cars, especially coming out of the same garage at JGR. Brad K, 15th. He's got to be thrilled. Thrilled, right? Justin Haley, gosh, I thought he was going to be in the top 10. I thought when it was a good run out of that team, when Clint Boyer made a good comment. I haven't seen or heard one of those in a long time, but he said Justin Haley holds a pretty wheel. I would agree. Justin Haley does hold a pretty wheel. He's a guy you trust, but you still got to be perfect when you're in that equipment on that team. Remember when Zilich was the second favorite behind SVG to win this race? Yeah. Can we say he was properly priced, though? Maybe he's properly priced at that. I don't know. I think Sonoma will be a different animal. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to talk about future odds. I don't want to do that. Not that it's a secret. Any other surprise? Cindric. I mean, what that has to be the loser of the day. Oh, Ty Gibbs finished 50 or finished 34th too. What happened to Ty? Did he have issues? Larson, Ty Gibbs. I mean, I know that Larson had issues. I don't know what happened to Ty Gibbs, but Austin Cindric was straight up a 25th place car. I'm going to Sonoma. Yes, I am going to that race. My wife is all excited about that. Austin Cindric, that has to be the most disappointing day for that 2 team. They've been the fastest week in and week out. Penske in general. You're coming to a road course where you've had success as a driver and you're terrible in qualifying and you make up 0 positions. Whew. You going to Sonoma too, Kyle? Yeah, I think we're going. A friend of ours said that we need to go check out some wineries there. So, are you familiar with the one and done picks on the NASCAR app? I'm not. I picked 3 straight drivers who have not finished. Well, that's pretty good. The 22 did the 12. I have no idea. Aren't they teammates? I feel like they should get along a little better. Yeah, you should retire. If you pick 3 drivers that don't finish, I'm guessing you chose Connor Zilic today. Yeah, what else do we need to cover? If you're going to Sonoma, make a transportation plans. Yeah, my friend has a Sprinter van, so we should be good there. But yes, that is the plan. Ooh, yeah, you can get stuck after the race. Yeah, Suarez, I thought Suarez was solid all day today, obviously, until his issue. I thought it was impressive. All the Trackhouse cars were fast. Yeah. Bell. Was anyone else talking about Bell before the pre-race poll? I couldn't have been the only one. Or was I? Oh, Blaney got eaten up by tires late. Yeah. My wife is she's out having a drink, and I was supposed to meet her, but I went live. Don't tell her. I did this for you. I told her to pick up a little bottle of champagne. Way home. Oh, yeah, 11-1 practice before practice qualifying. Yeah, I know some people that had that as well. I mean, the live price on him, 28. Whoa, that was misguided. But when SVG takes the lead and he's freaking plus 150. Yeah, he wasn't quite a couch. There's a certain dollar amount that we have to hit in order for a couch, and we would have been really close had SVG beaten Reddick. Yeah, I had him after practice and qualifying, and then a live number as well. Live numbers twice. The couch is expensive, yes. I mean, it's got to be a bigger win than it's a nice couch. And I want to be able to remember this is also my living too. So it's not like this is just an addition to, my life. I have bills to pay. Over under 5K on the couch. It's a pretty accurate number. But it also has to be like a big enough win for it to seem like it's just obviously big enough, like to get the couch and still pay bills. Because, sometimes you lose. That's the hard part about this job. Imagine working for a month and then losing a bunch of money. It'd be hard. Yeah, the couch will go into our house. Yeah. Thank you for asking. I appreciate, everyone's so concerned with my living situation. But hey, you come here for the content. And was anyone talking about Bell before me? I don't know. I don't know if anyone was. He ran a perfect race, but he was fast, and I thought he was good on the long run, not good on the short run. Kind of exactly what I predicted. Yeah. Winning now, playing with house money for a bit. Maybe. It's just 2 wins. Call of the year. I don't know if it was the call of the year, but okay, Ryan, you have a 1 drink penalty. You can't speak until you finish a beer. Sorry. You can't just chirp Michigan. Sorry. Not after we celebrate this bell. You don't need to bring us down. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully everyone was able to make some money on this race after listening to the pre-race poll. That's the goal. Hopefully everyone on the poll had Chris Bell. I feel like I was very abundantly clear that I thought he was the second best car and that everyone needed to bet him. So I think everyone on here, at least if you showed up, I'm pretty sure you had Bell. Otherwise, you don't want to come here and hear me gloating about Bell when you didn't have him. All right. Cheers, everybody. I like the Red Wings wearing Michigan football type helmets. Oh, I didn't notice that. I've been a little busy moving back and forth. So, all right, everybody. We'll see you next week. I'll be at the Phoenix race. I hope that NASCAR will provide a media room for me to do the pre-race poll. Just check Twitter. I might go a little early, but hopefully I can get something done before the race. Ring that bell, baby.